Welcome, everybody, to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. Saquon Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Shotgun now for Manning. Flush to his right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different long night. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On second down, here's Mixon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And a short gain here, down to the 22. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Fourth down, Mayfield. This is Johnson. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Manning. He's going to look deep down the field. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Now the backup, Boykin, his first throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Boykin. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. It's their quarterback. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Giants. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now it's the backup Lauletta. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A gain of 6 there on first. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Lauletta. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They're going for it. It's Lauletta. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You want some explanations.
To throw is Boykin underneath for Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Boykin being chased out left. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. from the gun on third. It's Boykin. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Browns add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year. They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. First down carry for Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Boykin. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. Corey Coleman. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman, 64 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd and 10, Lauletta. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing on 3rd down, Lauletta. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brianne Bonnie Calhoun. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Throwing here, Boykin on 1st. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Boykin on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 37. And Gonzalez puts this one through. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months. Already we're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
On 2nd down, it's Boykin. Out left side here to Bryant. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Flex round! Flex round!
They go play action with Boykin. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This quarterback now a perfect 6 for 6 since taking over. Can't ask for better than that. 1st and 10. Boykin now off the bootleg. Space to run past the 20. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it with Boykin. He may try and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. It's their quarterback. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns continue to roll. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go. Zebra.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Giants on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Manning. And this is going to be incomplete. Kayvon Webster on the defensive side able to get a hand in. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear
by the time
we have to leave the booth.
Now Boykin on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Duke Johnson taking it in. And the Browns are pouring it on.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Manning to Beckham. A big play there. 59 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 22-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Ohio! Ohio! 4 down, 4 down.
They go play action here on first down. And he fires one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Flex round! Flex round!
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Flex round!
From midfield now, Boykin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Alec Ogletree in on the stop. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now,
and the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Browns send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Beckham, the return. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamie Meter breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam. Go ahead,
on 2nd down, here's Manning. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. Escaping the pressure right. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. On play action. Now Manning. And he's hit and taken down. Eli's sacked. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Sack. Quarterback gets hit.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.